Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little haul for you guys and I found this planner. So I'm sorry for the glare, it's still in its packaging. I got this from Mint My Desk, which is a little shop in my favorite mall, and she is a faux Hobonichi, and this is not the first time that I've shown you a faux Hobonichi, because I do have, if you remember, this one, which is also a faux Hobonichi from AliExpress. So basically that shop, Mint My Desk, sells a lot of the things that you will find at AliExpress. Anyhow, so this one is exactly the same in terms of dimensions with this one from AliExpress, except that this one from Ali is completely weak at a glance, and there's nothing else, there's no grid, there's nothing on it except for this layout. And then eventually I got very tired of this layout. I didn't realize that would happen to me, but that is that. So when I saw this, I thought this is a better alternative, better Hobonichi dupe than that other one that I just showed you. And if you compare, they are exactly the same in terms of length and width, but for thickness, naturally Hobonichi will be thinner on account that Hobonichi uses Tomoe River paper, and this AliExpress one probably does not. And I think they're using, if I guessed correctly, a mechanical pulse. So I have my scissors, my favorite one, and we're just gonna break into this packaging. Oh, I'm not doing it very well. I can't see. Is it open? Are we good? Let's just steer it open from here. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. And we are successful. Okay, the lighting isn't very good, but perhaps you can see that there's a little bit of sparkle. In real life, there's a whole lot of sparkle, and the cover, the texture is a little on the matte side versus this one, and you can totally see the better quality make of this versus this one. So it has that paper tag here. This one is from rosyposy, and it does have this, and it does have writing on it. It's fairly decent English. Actually, it's grammatically correct. Hey, have you finished your weekly plan? Make a plan for your study. Plan is important to make a regular study habit to have a bright future. That is very true. Well, not entirely the only thing that you can do to have a bright future is to study, but it has very good intentions. And so we shall see. The corners are not very good. Of course, the Hobonichi will have a better make than this. And the Hobonichi that I'm using, by the way, is my favorite Hobonichi, my dream Hobonichi. This is the Maya Sakamoto Hobonichi Weeks. And to compare the corners, so the corners of the Hobonichi naturally is better made. It is smoother, nicer, but this isn't bad at all compared to this, which is really not the same quality right now. But this is a little more expensive at, I think, $9, just under $10, so not too bad. So when we open, it does have the front matter. This is not front matter, I forgot what this is called, but it is the paper that holds the book and the cover together. As you can see here, you have weekly plans. Now this is glued on But that's not a problem because that happens to Hobonichi as well. If you hear ambient sounds such as birds, yes. Wow, life is amazing. This is made by rosyposy. I do not know the company. I'm guessing they are based in China, but that is not an issue for me right now because they've made a pretty decent product so far. So this is completely undated compared to the Hobonichi, which has all your dates already, and you just follow it, so you can start this at any month and any year, and you can even like continue from where you started. Like if you didn't feel like using this for 2 months, then that's completely fine. Okay, and then it has a few pages of monthlies, which is fine. So it's just a very long rectangular monthlies. In fact, I do highly suggest, and I might do this later, to have it this way than like this. And then we go into our weekly plans. So this is very similar to a Hobonichi. You have your days here and some notes pages here, which is in grid. I'm going to compare it later on. I want to go through what we have here so far. So it goes all the way to the back. All your monthly pages are together, or your weekly pages are together. So this is your bookmark, similar to a Hobonichi, but the Hobonichi has 2. This one only has 1. And we have notes pages. I am fairly impressed that this is very faithful to my favorite planner. So once again, this is from rosyposy, so I guess you can search that in AliExpress. And this is the front, so you know exactly what it looks like when you are ordering. Just take a look at the picture. And here we go. There's another company that makes faux Hobonichis, and it's called 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. Those ones are a little bit taller, a little bit bigger than a Hobonichi, versus rosyposy, which appears to have really followed the Hobonichi dimensions. So now let's take a look at, oh, by the way, it will not lie flat because, well, one, it's fairly new, and it has a binding that requires you to like break the spine, so to speak. So that is what I am going to do now. Don't worry, it's not going to really break. Ta-da! Is flat. So this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna bend a little bit, but that is okay because that's the nature of this kind of binding. Okay, I'm gonna compare it with my Hobonichi. Let's go to a blank page. So right away you can see that the grid is so much more darker and a little bit bigger than a Hobonichi. Otherwise it is very similar, and then also the space for each day is bigger because you don't have a bottom bar for the left page, and of course you don't have a bottom bar for the right page. The right page is completely grid, which I think is nice as well. I mean, not too bad. So let's put it up like this, and this is what we have. So not too bad, just a little taller, just a tad bit taller than the Hobonichi, I think. Yes. Okay. This is my old one, and this is my favorite one. All right, I do have some more things to show you. I have 3 more things. So I have this packet of stickers and washi, which we'll play with later. Let's open this up first. This is actually the reason why I wanted to film this haul, because I wanted to get into this, and since it's not resealable, I would ruin it. So might as well film it now, even though it's a little dark, because it's not a tutorial anyways. If it's a tutorial, I would prefer to have it in daytime, film in daytime. we have a few things here. This is so sweet. My husband actually was the one who spotted this, and he was really loving this bird. We do have a lot of birds because we are in Australia. So this one is a girl with a bird. I think this is completely bird themed, and I believe there are other versions of this, but this was the only one that was left. So I can only imagine how gorgeous the other ones would have been if this literally this is the only one left. And I thought I'd just pick it up. So these are not stickers, these are just die cuts, like paper die cuts. It's a little see-through. And then we have note papers as well. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I'm so happy to have picked this up. So you have this design, clouds, little lake. This is nice. We have a little stork. That is fun. We only have 3 designs, and we have this grid with that girl. This phone is really worth every penny I've spent on it. It was quite expensive. This is an iPhone 10, and it is showing these stickers really well, despite it being very, very dark already with just my light. I do have a ring light. And there's two per each design. So this is unfortunately not pre-cut, so you have to cut this yourself. I didn't know that. Well then, we have some things to do before we could use this, but it is really sweet, and I think you're going to have fun cutting this up the way you want to. And then these 2 dot ones, which I won't really put on the ground anymore. I hope it's not scratchy. I mean, the audio isn't scratchy. And see if I can keep all of the nice ASMR audios. Okay, now for these 2, I got this because I keep seeing it online, and I thought that it is a really fun thing to have. We did it, guys. We did it. So please excuse this snarly end. I'm gonna cut that off in a little bit, but this is what we have. So let's open her up. There's a backing, and you just peel it off like this, and you have that pretty pattern, which I cannot wait to play with. So what you do is you cut the strip that you want, and then you peel off the backing, compared to like regular washi. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you is this bear. Everything is a struggle today. Bear one. Oh, how sweet. Bear and bread. What a wonderful combination. Alright, and that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will be back with another planning session, maybe. If not planning session, maybe another video. And I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye!